Hey everybody, Kevin Walters here. Wanted to talk to you a little bit and ask the question, am I really a Ford fanboy? So as you know, right now I am driving a 2019 Chevrolet Silverado RST Z71 with the 5.3 liter V8 in it. So far, I really like this truck. But there's a trend going on, and it's not a good trend. Ford is my preferred brand. I really do like Ford, mainly because of the Mustang. And I have had a couple of F-150s before too. Really like those trucks. And I actually do like most of all the brands. I like Chevrolet, I like Ford, I like Dodge. If it's American, I like it. As far as foreign brands go, I prefer Toyota. So yeah, I mean, I like them all. But like I said, Ford is my number one, I guess you could say. But there's this trend going on in the automotive industry, and it's something that I don't agree with. And Ford is not the only culprit of this. The other manufacturers, such as Chevrolet, Dodge, not so much. Dodge has held true to not doing this. But the trend is taking a big truck or SUV and then taking and sticking a turbo 4-cylinder in the engine bay. You may say, well, hey, it's for better gas mileage. Well, given the fact that a truck or SUV is, say, twice the weight of your average sedan or coupe, you're really defeating the purpose, because it's taking more energy out of that little 4-cylinder with a turbo on it and probably direct injection to get the same velocity to get that truck or SUV going as it would a naturally aspirated V8. So what's the problem then? The problem is you're defeating the purpose. You're using more gas and more energy for that 4-cylinder to get that heavy vehicle moving down the road. And if you put a load in the back, if you're pulling a big trailer, you might as well forget it, because in essence, you're shortening the lifespan of that engine every time you put a load on it and cause that engine to strain. So you could sort of think of it like the gas gauge in your vehicle. You can see your gas gauge moving every time you get out of your car, you get back in it. You probably notice that it's moved a little bit toward the E. That's because you are using that resource. You're using the gas in the tank to make the engine move. Well, you can think of the same thing with the lifespan of your engine, of your turbo 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder or whatever it is in a big heavy SUV or truck. Every time you put a load in that vehicle, it's like watching the gas gauge go down in lifespan for that engine. It's just not going to last as long as a V8. And this is proven because most of these engines, and like say the Ford Explorers, your F-150s and all, are blowing through turbos like water, because that little turbo that they put on that engine, and it is a small turbo, is having to work so hard to push and pull the weight of that truck or SUV. So yes, in the beginning, you may save a little bit of money on the price of the vehicle because you went with a turbo 4-cylinder or 6-cylinder. But in the long run, you're going to be using more gas. You're going to be using or repairing or replacing the turbos in it. And eventually you'll be replacing the engine if you keep that vehicle for a longer period of time. Average ownership of a vehicle today is around 2 years. So you're basically playing with fire if you buy a truck or a bigger SUV with a turbo 4 or 6-cylinder in it. Ford is really pushing their customers to go for the turbo 4s and 6s in their trucks and SUVs, and I think it's a wrong move. Now, like I said earlier, Dodge is still holding tried and true to V8s. They love putting their 5.7 Hemis in their trucks, and I don't blame them. It's a pretty good engine. There is a major problem with that engine, but that's for another video. But for the most part, at least they're offering a big V8. Now, they do have a 6-cylinder, but most of the trucks on their lots are the V8s. So, kudos to Dodge for sticking with raw American muscle and power in all their vehicles. But, yeah, I think Ford is making a big mistake by pushing turbo direct injection engines. And in another video, I will talk to you more about port injection versus direct injection. What's the pros and cons of both? One thing, just quick tidbit, one thing I like about the new Mustang 3rd Gen 5.0s is they have both. They have port injection and direct injection. So I think that's a pretty good system. But back on the subject, am I a Ford fanboy? Yes, I would consider myself a Ford fanboy. Of the 7 vehicles that I have owned over 10 years, basically 5 of them new. 4 of them have been Fords. Then I had a Honda, I had a Dodge Challenger, Honda Accord, and now the Chevrolet Silverado. So yeah, the majority of the vehicles that I've owned have been Ford. And the thing I like about Ford, they hold their resale value. My Dodge Challenger, its value plummeted. And that was the main reason I got rid of that car. But I regret it every day. I really miss that car. I love that Dodge Challenger. It had the 5.7 Hemi in it. It was a sharp looking car. It got looks all the time. It was fun to drive. And yeah, I regret getting rid of that car every day. Every day I kick myself for doing it. But with this Chevrolet Silverado 2019, so far, for the most part, I'm really liking this truck. Really happy with it. There are some quirks about it that I don't like. Some issues with it I don't like. But nothing's perfect. I'm just... And because of the financial situation I've gotten myself into with purchasing vehicles so often, I'm sort of stuck with this truck. But it is one of the longest vehicles I've kept. Coming up on 1.5 years with this vehicle. My Dodge Challenger, I had a little over 1.5 years. So between the two of those, I've kept this truck a pretty good while for me. Like I said, I am stuck with it for a while because I am so financially upside down in it. But if I'm going to be stuck with a vehicle, I'm glad it's the Silverado. Like I said, I really like this truck. It rides good, rides smooth, has plenty of power. Like I said in one of my last videos, I haul pallets in it from Costco. So it does fine. The suspension is holding up good. So yeah, I'm very pleased and happy with this truck so far. But I still like Ford. That's just me. As a car guy, yeah, like I said earlier, I do like all the brands mostly. But just my preference is Ford. So you can call me a fanboy if you want to. That's fine with me. Still repping Chevrolet Silverado with my hat. Still driving it. I can tell you this though. Probably my next vehicle will be more than likely a Ford. I'll probably end up keeping this truck. My dad said he wants to buy it from me when I get ready to get rid of it. So it will stay in the family. But you know me. I'm wanting another Mustang. So yeah, my next vehicle will probably more than likely be a Ford. So we'll see. If you would, please check out Kevin's Auto channel on Facebook and Instagram. Both those pages are live. To be honest with you, I need to do more with both of them. My Instagram page has some really good content on it, especially if you like featured vehicles. I feature garage designs on there. I really like Morton Buildings, so I feature some of their designs on there. If you're in the market, or if you're trying to get some ideas for a garage, check out my Instagram page. It may give you some ideas, who knows. And don't forget, the Craftsman Mechanic Toolset giveaway is still live. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be choosing someone at random to win the Craftsman Mechanics Toolset. We are getting oh so close to 1,000 subscribers. About 189 right now away from 1,000 subscribers. I'm really happy. Thank you guys so much for your support, for watching my videos. I'm trying, well, I'm not going to say that because every time I say I want to try to make more videos, something happens and I don't get to make videos. So be sure, check out the Instagram page, the Facebook page, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that thumbs up like button. And I'm Kevin Walters. I may be a Ford fanboy, but hey, that's just me. You've been watching Kevin's Auto channel, and I hope you have a great day today. See ya.